There was a play Friday where you made a block for Tay and kind of fell down and then ran back down the sideline to make a second block. Is that the first time you've ever made two blocks in one play like that, or?
No, I mean I do it all the time. I've been doing it all year. It's just the type of player I want to be. I just want to make plays for extend plays for my teammates. When I don't have the ball in my hand, just keep the play going for as long as we can, get as many yards as we can, just move the ball. But it's nothing I like to really brag about. It's just the type of player that I strive to be.
Coach Spurrier said that effort and hustle like that play is something that you can't teach, that's more in you. Where do you think that kind of came from, that kind of innate feeling to go make plays like that?
I think it just comes from like when I grew up, my dad just always told me to just go full speed, go hard every play, just no matter what, just try to be in the camera, just try to make plays for your teammates, and that's what I've been doing. That's what he been telling me since I was a kid. So it's just kind of like in my head. It's just like kind of just like in me now. So it's just a habit. Yeah.
What's it been like with Gordo in there? It seems like it's been pretty seamless, and he hasn't taken long to adapt to what you guys are doing and kind of adapt to a game setting. He seems to kind of rebound from mistakes pretty well. What have you seen?
I've seen composure and just being him and making plays and not trying to force too many plays and stuff like that. When he came in with me in 2016, and he's been doing it ever since. Just being the playmaker he is, and just being a very great quarterback and going through his reads and going through his progressions and just finding an open player. And that's what I've seen from him, just being him and not being scared to, even if he forces the ball, not being scared to try to make a play.
You've asked a couple people who the best blocking receiver on this team is. They haven't really given us a straight answer. Is there a best blocking receiver on this team?
I don't know. You probably have to ask the coaches. I don't know who it is. I feel like I try to make blocks for everybody, but everybody's a great blocker in their own way. So yeah, I don't know who it is.
Have you taken cues from Rob Lou at all in that kind of thing?
Oh yeah, definitely. Not being afraid of people. That's how Rob Lou played, and we were pretty much the same size. He was a little heavier than me, but not being afraid of anybody, no matter how big or small they are, and just playing the best of my ability. That's what I take for Rob Lou. Yeah.
How have you taken to the coin toss role so far?
I'm 1 for 2, so we're striving to go 2 for 2 this week. I'm gonna get a little bit help from Jamal before we go out, on away games, so know what to call, because he's pretty good at it. And it's crazy because when I went back to when we went back to the locker room, and I looked at my phone, I got a DM on Twitter. It was Jamal. I called Tails. I didn't see the text, but he told me to call Tails before the game. I was like, wow, this is nuts. I don't get it. I don't understand how he's so good at this, but yeah.
How did you decide to call tails or heads, or is it one every time, or are you superstitious? Or?
Yeah, I'm sticking with Tails. Tails never fails, so yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
What do you think about the captain's role?
What's the captain's role?
The captain's role.
Oh, the captain's role. Oh,
that surprised you at all when he came to you?
Yeah, pretty much. Because there's a lot of people that you could have picked from, but for them to pick me, I felt pretty good, and I felt pretty proud that they picked me. Even if I'm the smallest person, but I felt pretty good just because I'm the only one out there, and it just feels pretty good because it just sets a role. It sets just being the only person out there, pretty much, it just feels pretty good.
Sometimes can you not help but sort of laugh when there's 3 guys on the other side, most of them all bigger than you, and you're kind of the smallest guy out there alone?
Oh yeah, it feels really good, and it feels I think it's pretty funny because I know they're thinking oh yeah, these dudes are small, blah blah blah, we gonna get after them, but just because we small don't mean we can't get after you too. So it's just that type of thing. So I think it's pretty funny. Yeah.
And then having that captain's role, are you trying to extend that a little bit to outside the coin toss realm?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I try to be a captain and just a team leader, regardless, on the field, off the field, policing, going to school, stuff like that. Just making sure everybody's in their right places on the field and things like that. So, yeah.
You've got touchdown passes now from 2 starting quarterbacks in the NFL. What's that like to see Gardner and Luke both assume starting spots and both play well?
Oh, it's really good. I like to see them doing very well in in their roles, and throwing the ball and having high completion percentages like they did in college shows that just because we're in the air raid, because they're in the air raid, they're going to throw great percentages. No, it's not just that. They're great players, and that's what they are. Like, that's what they do. So it's not just an air raid thing. You see that they're doing it in the NFL. You see that they're doing it in the league. Give the quarterbacks a shot. So yeah, I'm glad they're doing a great thing.